Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Yani and welcome to the countdown to Halloween. Today is October 21st and this is going to be the 10 last days of Halloween. Today I'm actually going to be showing you not one, not two, but 3 different makeup looks. So I'm going to be showing you this, 1, this, 2, and this, number 3. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this vampy look and the other 2 looks that are included in this video, then grab a snack, grab a bottle of water, and keep on watching. Okay, to start off my first look, I'm going to prime my skin, and I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer because I'm going to be using tons of makeup on my face, so we want to get primed. For foundation, I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Complexion Foundation. And for concealer, I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealers, both in the colors Light 20, I believe, and Medium or Beige 25. And I'm just going to blend that all out. And I started with my foundation because we are doing a rather light look on the eyes. So I got inspired to do this type of video from Amanda Ensing. And I really like the way that she did hers, so I took inspiration from that and decided I'm gonna create my own little deer look. So now I'm highlighting all the high points, obviously, of my face. We've got in between my eyebrows, my nose, my cupid's bow. Next, going in with my ColourPop No Filter setting powder, I'm just going to set everywhere that I put the concealer. I just want to make sure that everything stays and everything is nice and bright because we want to look nice and doughy because, you know, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be a dough. Next, I'm going to go in to my She palette, I believe. No, this is the Her palette, and I'm using the bronzer in here because it is a deeper toned bronzer, so I'm just using that as my eyeshadow, basically my crease color. And then I'm going to create a small little black line above my lash line. I don't want to do too much of a wing, so I'm just going to wing it out really, really tiny. I don't want to do too profound. And I'm using a felt tip liner, and I put on my lashes. And now I'm going in with the Cella Beauty Ivory eyeliner, and I'm putting that on my lower lash line. And I'm doing it so that it makes my eyes pop out and look nice and big. Next, going back into that She palette, I'm going to basically contour my face. So I'm going to take that deeper toned bronzer and I'm going to use that all over my face, and I'm going to do a nice contour. I want to make sure that it's nice and deep. Now, I'm also contouring my nose because I want it to be super chiseled so that I do have like that deer-like face. And I'm basically taking my contour from my eyebrows all the way down to my nose, and I want to make it look like a little button nose. Next, I'm going in with that felt tip liner, and I'm going to use that on my lower lash line just to make my face look more like a dough. I took the inner corners and I made them a little bit more pointy so that my eyes look elongated. Now going back into that bronzer, I'm going to run that on my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Sephora Lash Craft mascara, and I'm going to put some mascara on my lower lash line. Now I'm going into this Academy of Color, the Unicorn palette, or I Believe in Unicorns palette, and I'm going to use that really bright color, and I'm going to highlight all the high points of my face. I want to make sure that it's nice and highlighted so that everything comes together. And I'm using a Wet n Wild fan brush because I really wanted it to be nice and precise. Now going in with, I used a felt tip liner for this, and I created the nose. I did it a little bit more round the way that Amanda did because I wanted it to look like a real deer nose. And this is pretty easy. I kind of just outlined everything with a pencil and then filled everything in with a gel liner. I think I used the e.l.f. gel liner if I'm not mistaken. And you basically want to make sure that you fill everything in, even in your nostrils, so it doesn't look super funny. I know, it's quite crazy. Sorry if I'm going out of the frame. I have to get really close to my mirror, and it was like 1 a.m. in the morning. Next, to create the dots on my face, I used a foundation that was like 3 shades lighter than me because, you know, that's what I had on hand. You can use white if you have white cream paint or anything like that, or, you know, Halloween makeup. I just chose to use the foundation. Then I went in with my MAC lip liner in the color Cork. I'm outlining my lips. Then I went in with my Victoria's Secret Velvet Matte Lip in the color Drama. And this is the finished look. If you're super inspired to create your own little deer / doe makeup look, then please tag me on Instagram and I would love to see what you guys create. Next, on to the next one. So for this one, I'm already priming my eyes and got my brows on. You know, they take hella long to do. So I'm just using my same concealer, which is the ColourPop concealer, no filter concealer. And this one I'm using in the color Beige 25. Now going into my Academy of Color Pink Matte Blush and Highlight Palette, I'm going to be taking that really pinky blush color and I'm going to use that in my crease. So for this Halloween makeup look, I'm going to be recreating or creating my version of a Barbie doll. So I looked at some pictures of Barbie, and Barbie has a pretty pink eyelid. So I figured, why not use a blush as my eyeshadow? Because you can use makeup for anything. Makeup is fun. There are no rules. Just go with the flow. So I changed my brush so that I can define the crease a bit more. And you see me packing on that pink color. Next, going in with that highlight color. I'm just taking that all over my lid and using that. Like I said, makeup is fun. Now going back in with that brush, it's that crease brush. I'm really packing in that pink color. Like I told you, Barbie has a really pink eyelid. And it's basically a back and forth motion. I'm highlighting my brow bone with the highlight in that palette as well, because I want to look basically plastic. You know, I'm a Barbie doll. Now going in with my e.l.f. liquid liner and my Sephora Lash Craft mascara, I'm going to also add some lashes. Now going in with a white eyeliner. I want to make sure that my eyes look nice and big, so I went ahead and did my lower lash line with white ColourPop eyeliner. So here I did my face makeup off camera. It's basically the same face makeup that I did. I did use my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless because I like that foundation a lot better. It sits better on my face. Now taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, I'm going to now contour my nose and make it super defined so that I look really close to what a Barbie doll will look like. You know, Barbie got a chiseled nose, Barbie got a cute contour. We gotta work it. Now taking a contour brush and using that same bronzer, the Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced, I'm going to go ahead and go in and chisel out my cheeks and contour and warm up my face just a little bit. You know, I want to look nice and snatched and nice and skinny, just like Barbie, every girl's dream. Now going in with that Wet n Wild fan brush. I'm going to go into the highlight in that palette that I used on my eyes, and I'm going to really put some highlight on. I want to look plastic. I want to look like a doll, basically. So I am definitely putting on that highlight. Next, we're going to go in and use that pinky color and just lightly put some blush. You know, the way Barbie looks. Put some blush on my cheeks and make sure I look nice and pretty and Barbie-like. Now going back into that fan brush and really, like I said, packing on that highlight so that when I do spray my setting spray, everything is nice and set and melts right in, and it makes me look super plastic. Do you see that? Do you see that highlight? I mean, come on. That's incredible. And I'm just taking that to the high points of my cheeks, like really adding that on. Doing it on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow. I just want to make sure that I look as plasticky doll-like as possible. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use that with a pencil brush, that same highlight. I'm just going to put it in my inner corner just to brighten it up a little bit. Now going in with the ColourPop lip liner in the color, I forget. I'll have it listed down below in the description box. But this is as close a pink as I can find to like Barbie pink. So yes, this is a ColourPop lip liner or lippy pencil. Then going into my Victoria's Secret Velvet Matte lip, and again I'll have the color that I used on in the description box because I am actually editing this at my job. Call me a multitasker, but hey. And this is definitely a pretty like Barbie pink. Like I couldn't get any closer to this, to Barbie pink, than this. Then I did go on top with another pink color just to make it like glossy. And this one is just a liquid lacquer color. And I'll have that color down in the description box so you can look and see if you like it. And yeah, this is the final look. So this is my Barbie inspired makeup look. If you choose to recreate this quick Halloween makeup look, then please tag me on Instagram or Twitter, wherever you recreate it. I would love to see what you guys come up with. Moving on to the final look. This look is inspired by a vampire movie I was watching. I was actually watching the movie Blade, and decided, oh, I'm gonna do my own vampire style version type thing. So I went online and researched, you know, vampire makeup looks and found a ton. So I kind of played off of whatever I saw online. So for this look, I'm actually using the Makeup Geek colors or single shadows that I bought. This one that I'm running in my crease is the color Bitten. The color that I used before that, I'll have listed below. But Bitten is basically the star of this eye look. It's like super, super nice and deep. Want to make sure that you're like nice and in there. Now I'm taking the e.l.f. gel liner and I am using that as my base. So I want it to be nice and smoky, and I want to make sure that it looks nice and vampy. Now I went ahead on top of that and I set it with the color Corrupt, which is also a single shadow from Makeup Geek. And now I'm basically blending this all out. This is all about a good blend. So you want to blend the black. You want to blend in that beautiful Bitten color. So as you can see, eyes are done. It was basically that. Now I did a small little wing and I added lashes. Now with my foundation, and now we're highlighting. Everything will be listed down below. And I used a foundation that was like 2 shades lighter, and I made sure that I used a really light highlight, or excuse me, concealer to highlight so everything goes well, because I am supposed to be a vampire. I'm supposed to be pale. I don't come out during the day. I don't get no tans. Now I am taking my Laura Mercier powder and I am setting and baking and making sure that I brighten everything up. Now wiping away the powder. I want to make sure that everything is nice and staying. At this point, it is about 4 o'clock in the morning and I am still going strong. Now I am going to create a gray toned contour because I have to look really, really thin. So I did dip into my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette because she has some really nice gray tones. And I'm also using that to contour my nose and make it really, really thin. You know, vampires are not really thick. They're thin, they're hollowed out. They're basically undead. So I'm trying to create that as best as I can and still look fabulously glam. This is the first time I use my Kat Von D palette. I'm super excited. Now, just packing on, like I said, that contour. I'm using a nice gray undertoned color, or brown I should say. And I'm really, really, really trying to chisel out my cheeks and make myself really look thin. Also doing the same thing on my forehead, on my temples. Next, I'm going in with a black eyeliner and I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line. This look is all about being mysterious and the eyes being really smoked out. So that's what we're going for. I'm using the Urban Decay Glide On eyeliner in the color Perversion. Now I'm going in with that Bitten color from Makeup Geek and I'm smoking out the lower lash line. I want to make it look like I'm basically sick. So I'm taking that color and I'm getting really, really close to my lower lash line. You know, vampires are dead. Now I'm going to just put a little bit of an inner corner highlight just to brighten it up because it is a deep dark look. And I'm also highlighting a little bit of my brow bone just so that there is some definition to my eyes. And you guys can kind of distinguish, between the colors. Want to make sure that everything is nice and blended. Taking a little bit of highlight on the tip of my nose as well. High points. Want to make sure I look good. Now I'm going to go ahead and create these veins that are going to pop out. I'm using the NYX Vivid Brights color in the color, the red color. I'll have it written down below. And I'm basically just going to town and just recreating these like little vein type things all over the bottom of my eye. This was like the super fun part for me. This is when I felt like the entire look basically came together and I can see the vampire coming out. You can absolutely add vampire teeth to this and do all that, but I just wanted to focus on the makeup part. Any accessories and things like that you guys can add, and you guys can totally take it to the next level. But this, like I said, is my version. Now for the lips, I'm going in with the Victoria's Secret Velvet Matte Lip Liner, and this is in the color Red Berry. I don't know, I have it written down below. Like I said, I'm editing this at work. Now I'm creating an ombre lip. So this is the Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers black lipstick, and I'm putting that on the outer corners of my lips, and then with the Victoria's Secret Velvet Matte Lip in the color red something, I put that in the middle, and I am slowly doing a gradient from the black to the red, trying to like take my lippy pencil, and actually I took my lip brush and I started to blend the outer corners into the red. But then I decided I wanted to look a little bit more juicy, so I went in with the liquid lip lacquer in the color, I forget, and I wanted to define the lips a little bit more. And this is the final look. If you enjoyed watching me recreate or create these 3 easy makeup looks, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload videos, which is Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you beauties in my next video. Bye.